Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Mostly Programming. My name is Vivek and today we are going to start a new series on the channel which is Bluetooth with Arduino. Yes, we are going to see what Bluetooth is, what all modules are there, how can we program a Bluetooth, how can we use a Bluetooth module for communication, and how we can use Bluetooth in our projects and how can we move with Bluetooth towards IoT. This is the basic first step towards IoT basically, because we are going to establish a communication using Bluetooth, not the internet services, but with Bluetooth. So if you are a returning subscriber to my channel, thank you very much for coming back. I hope you are liking the content. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. I assure you that you won't be disappointed. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. First of all, I'll tell you what Bluetooth actually is. I'm going to even show you pictures of the module that we are going to use in this series. So what is Bluetooth? Bluetooth is basically a wireless technology. We all have been using Bluetooth since a long time. Bluetooth is present in our mobile phones, it is in our laptops or PCs. So we have been using Bluetooth already. So Bluetooth is what? A wireless technology that is designed to connect phones or other portable equipments together. We are using portable keyboards, mouse, and we are connecting our PC to our phone via Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is what? Basically a wireless technology that enables us to connect two or more devices together. So what is the range of Bluetooth? The range is basically a very short distance, approximately 30 feet, that would be around 10 meters. So the range of Bluetooth is a little short, we can say within a room or something like that. 30 feet to 10 meters the range of Bluetooth is. So it was developed long back. I'm not going to go to the history. I'm just going to tell you the specification that is used. So it is IEEE 802.15.1. The protocol that is being used is by IEEE 802.15.1. I'm going to write this for you on the notepad so you can read it out properly. So we are going to open notepad. So here, yeah, so what Bluetooth is? A wireless technology, right? And what is the protocol range? 10 meters, 10 meters, yeah. And what is the protocol that I'm telling you about? IEEE 802.15.1. It's the specification that we are using for low power radio communication link. Yeah. So a Bluetooth can basically work in a master slave configuration that if two devices are connected via Bluetooth to each other, then one must be acting as a master and other must be acting as a slave. That means a Bluetooth communication is established in a master slave configuration. For example, your mobile is connected to the car sound system. Okay, so your mobile is acting there as the master and your car sound system is acting as the slave. So that is the basic communication that happens in a Bluetooth master slave configuration, right? Configuration. I miss no. Okay. So after that, what is the basic speed or at what frequency does this work? I'm just going to tell you a little bit of theory, then we are going to move forward. It works on 2.4 gigahertz frequency. Yes. And what was the speed initially? It was 72 kilobytes per second. Now it's approximately 2 megabits per second. Megabytes per second, yeah. 2 Mbps. Approximately 2 Mbps. It may vary to module, but the general speed is around this. Okay, so now the bigger question arises, how many devices can we have connected together? So at most 8 devices can be actively connected. I'm using the word actively here, so please pay attention to that. 8 active devices can be connected, where 7 could be slaves and 1 could be master, right? 8 active devices. So that was a brief about Bluetooth. Now what is the architecture of Bluetooth? I'm just going to tell you the name of the architecture. I'm not going to go to theory. Piconet architecture is used, where one is master and other all are slaves. And if we are combining two piconets, that is called a scatternet. You can Google about it. It's a very basic architecture. I'm not going to go into that. So let's now see the various Bluetooth modules that are available to us. So we have BTO5, BTO6, which are generally used. I'm not going to tell you the name of all the other modules. We are going to use only BTO5, BT05 in this whole series. But there are two modules that are generally used in Arduino projects, that are BT05 and BT06. I'm going to show you the picture of BT05. So this one is BT05 here. So it has 6 pins. Right, you can see all the 6 pins over here. Enable, EN is enable, VCC ground, TXD, RXD state. You know what VCC is. We are going to connect the power supply to it from 3.6 volt to 6 volt. So generally we'll give the 5 volt from Arduino board. Then ground is ground. TXD is for transmission, RXD is for reception. And there is a thing that RXD pin is 3.3 volts. We must connect it to only 3.3 volts. That means that we have to make a voltage divider circuit when we are connecting the RXD pin of Bluetooth module to the Arduino TXD. So I'm going to show you the voltage divider circuit. It works without that also, but it may harm your Bluetooth module. So state, what is state now? So state is connected to the onboard LED. There is a onboard LED over here, right? This one, onboard LED. So it is used to check if the board is working properly. And the enable pin. This pin is used to toggle between the two modes that a Bluetooth can have, data mode and AT command mode. If enable is set low, it is in data mode. And if enable is set high, it is in AT command mode. By default, it is in data mode. We use data mode for all the communication. Okay, so that was all about the pin description. Now there is a button over here, button switch, right? This button is for basically resetting the board. To break the connection and to re-establish the connection, basically this button is used for that. So that was all about the BT05. Now BT06 is similar to BT05. All the pins are same, everything is same. Just there is a simple difference that is HC05 or BT05 can be used either as a master or as a slave, whereas BT06, that is HC06, can only be used as a slave. I hope I am clear. HC05 can be used as both master and slave. HC06 can only be used as a slave. Right. So now one thing is left in this Bluetooth module. We are going to see that this LED. So when you are going to connect VCC and ground to the Bluetooth module, the LED will start to blink. If the LED is blinking once in every 2 seconds, that means it is in command mode. If it is repeatedly blinking, non-stop it's blinking, then it is waiting for connection in data mode. That we have not established the Bluetooth connection yet with the module if it's readily blinking. If it is blinking twice in 1 second, that means we have established a secure connection in data mode. So now we can proceed with our Bluetooth communication. Once in 2 seconds, command mode, repeatedly waiting for connection. Twice in 1 second, then the connection is successfully established. That was all about the BT05 module. So the baud rate is 9600 for data mode and 384,004 for command mode. I'm going to write that for you. BT05 and BT06, 9600 baud rate for data and 384,004 for command mode. We are done with the basics of all the theory of Bluetooth. Now we are just going to move to the programming part. So let's see how we can write a program for it. If you know how to communicate with the serial monitor, Bluetooth is nothing. It's very similar program. We are going to make the connections over here and first write the program and then we'll see the circuit diagram. So what we have to do is first take an LED pin. We are going to control an LED with Bluetooth. So what do we need? So let's define an LED pin. Define LED 7. Then we are going to need a variable, say state, to check whether the LED should be on or off. Then we are going to write in void setup. Void setup, we are going to define the pin mode. We need the LED to blink, so we are going to say output. Then we are going to establish the serial communication. Serial.begin. Hold on a second. Yeah. Serial.begin 9600. Then I'm going to write the LED over here initially low. LED I'm going to write low, so that when we send a signal using Bluetooth, only then it turns on. So after that, what I'm going to do in the void loop section, we are going to check if we are receiving anything serially. For that, we will use a if statement and we are going to use serial.available. Similarly, we used in the how to use serial monitor to check if we are having any data serially. So available, okay, we are going to check this. If it's greater than 0, then what happens is that the state is equal to serial.read. We are going to read. If something is available serially, we are going to read it with serial.read function. All right, we are going to read the serial terminal, and after that what we are going to do is check what the state is. Now if state equal to 0, that means a 0 is being sent by the user or the controller, whosoever is controlling the LED. So what we do is digital write LED 0. We are going to lower down the LED, and we are going to serially print ln, so that the next command line goes to next print statement goes to the next line, LED off. All right, so here we go, this is done. And after that, what we are going to do is make the state 0 again, so that the LED is off until a 1 is pressed. So then we are going to check if state equal to 1. Right, if state is equal to 1, then what we are going to do is digital write LED is equal to high, and the serially we are going to print serial.print ln LED off, LED on. Here we go, LED on, done. Then we are going to make the state 0 again, so that until 1 is pressed. Here we are not going to use if, we are going to use else if. Okay, so we are done with the program, I guess. Yeah, let's save the program. Control S, my first Bluetooth project. Go to tools, check if Arduino board is selected correctly, COM port is selected correctly, then upload the program. Now the program is uploaded. Now we need an application to control. So I'm going to tell you which application do we need, how we need to configure it, and what is the circuit diagram over here. So you can see all the circuit diagram and which application do we need to use and how we need to use it. Okay, so I hope this very first project of Bluetooth is clear to you guys. If you have any kind of queries, feel free to ask me in the comment section below, or you can personally DM me on my social media accounts. The link to those are in the description box below. You will also get the link to this program and the circuit diagram in the description below. If you like the video, if you like the content, please like the video, share with your friends, comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more content.